What is up, everybody? It is your boy Victor Dawson, back in the scene, back on the scene, doing what we need to be. We are going to be getting into the episode of 911 Lone Star. We are going to be getting into season 2, episode 2. 911 Lone Star is a spinoff from the Fox hit drama 911. Honestly, look, 911 fans, don't at me, but I think I'm more of a favorite of 911 Lone Star than I am 911.
Ignomel.
Only because the characters in 911 Lone Star, they're more interesting. Ryan Murphy was not playing when it came to 911 Lone Star. Before we get into this video, it'll do me a great service if you hit that subscribe button for me. Also go in and tap that like button and also tap that bell so you know every time for y'all in the back, every time I post. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. Every time I post, if you hit that bell, you get to know every time I post. So if you hit that bell, you get to know every time I give you a good, But let's go on and stop all this talking. So I've been talking for damn near a minute and 30 seconds, and we need to get into this intro so we can get into talking about 911 Lone Star. All right, roll it. All right, you guys, we are back and we are ready to talk all things 911 Lone Star. So let's get right into it. Now, let me get my handy dandy clipboard and we're going to talk about what we need to talk about. Now, my first topic, of course, every 911 show, every episode, you start off with that scene of the disaster scene. I call it the disaster scene that rolls out the episode. It was the frat party outside in the backyard of a kickback or whatever, and in this episode, see, I'm not going back all the way to episode 1. We're just going to go off from what was the latest episode. And, we're dealing with this volcano now. And this volcano apparently is spurring all the way through LA everywhere. And no, not LA. I'm sorry. Texas. I forgot we in Texas. It's spurring all the way up through Texas, all over the place. And it's underneath this pool at this frat party. And you know what? Honestly, the way they had the story be, I'm happy that little boy burnt up, because first of all, he was treating women like straight dogs, and I wasn't here for it. You ain't gonna treat her like that. You know what? I love how irony works. God is funny, ain't he? Because he got your butt. Your butt was burnt and crisp, just like that air fryer did my chicken this morning. Burnt and crisp. If y'all all knew it was hot as hell in that damn hot tub, why didn't all y'all get y'all ass out? Because y'all was so enough sitting there acting like it was a damn spa. He's talking about, I'm boiling in here. Okay, well, if you already boiling, why you gonna dive back in? Thank God, because, Captain Strand, you remember he had that cancer. Now, Captain Strand, we already knew that cancer was going to be remissed. Is that a word? Remissed? That's a word, ain't it? Yeah, whatever. When y'all give somebody an illness in the beginning of a season, we already know they're going to come through it, especially if they the main character. If they the main character, we know they're going to get through it somehow. We don't know how, but we know they're going to get through it. But I guess for the drama, Victor, stand your lane. You don't know writing. But Captain Strand is not in remission, so we then kicked off with the episode of them having this little party with that little ugly tumor cake, and we see the whole lovely squad sit there and give us a good little moment. And Captain Strand said his little words, but then what was going on when he sat up there and went to the side, and he I guess he battling some demons, honey, because him and his little ex-wife, they sitting there knocking boots back again. I feel like their relationship ain't gonna last long. And then she was trying to pick in his brain, but he wasn't trying to talk to her. She trying to make it a whole relationship, and he ain't really trying. Wait a minute, yes he is. Because then he's saying last episode he was trying to have a little relationship with her. See, I don't know. You know what? I don't know about them. Grown folks, y'all be getting complicated. Just say what you want, say what you mean, say what you feel. Oh, and then got a Tarlo scene right after that. Where we have TK and Carlos have a cute little moment where TK thanked Carlos for coming to the little dad remission party at the firehouse, and he was like, thanks babe, and I was like, yes, we love the representation on screen. But they didn't give us that much this episode. We need more scenes, because most of the fans are here for Carlos, so give us more scenes, okay? Yes, I'm talking to you 911. Y'all see me? More scenes. Thank you. I caught how he was like, TK asked Carlos when I'm gonna go meet your parents, and Carlos gonna try to walk off Carlos. Give me that same energy you had in season 1 when you was trying to be boyfriend and boyfriend on episode 2. You was already trying to cook dinner, and in your mind you were trying to have children and have a whole family by the end of the episode. So I want you to have that same attitude now when TK asks to see your parents, because you've been all up in TK life. You don't met his parents. You don't met his whole crew and his squad. We ain't seen nobody at the what Carlos word? The boom boom bam bam. The police office. Yeah, we ain't seen nobody at the police station. We ain't seen no friends. We ain't seen no family. It's time for you to do the same, Carlos. Don't mess up this thing with you and TK, because you sat up there and had all the stuff to say last season and you was trying to be with him back boots. Now you with him, you need to be accordingly. Period. All right, next we got Tommy Vega. Now Tommy Vega is a new cast member. She's came in. She replaced what's that girl name? She was so pretty, dark hair with the bangs. She replaced somebody. I forgot her name on the show. I guess she was irrelevant, and she don't think the crew like her yet. And I'm like, well, damn, the crew ain't even got time to know you. Of course they don't like you. If my boss left today and then they gave me a new boss, I ain't gonna like her. Like, it takes time to get to know your crew and your staff. So just get to know them and stop, flexed up. Just loosen up, girl, and you'll be all right. But it's all right, because my girl, what's her name? Gracie. First of all, they could have gave my girl a better name on the show, but we're gonna stick with it. Gracie, first of all, Gracie and Judd. We got to give it up to Gracie and Judd. I am a big fan of Gracie and Judd. They are so cute together, because, yet again, another couple, another interracial couple in the 911 series, just beautiful. And then it's like they have two different personalities. I think Gracie is all about like church and the Lord and hallelujah. Judd is all about like country, country boy, that type ish. And then you got them two merged together, and I remember watching them in the first season, just the way they acted at home. He was just so hard and stern and country boy, and she was so hallelujah. It was just so nice seeing them together to bring them the opposites attract. I love them. Then we get to start at this volcano. Now this volcano really showed her ass when we pulled up at that mini golf putt situation. But that volcano set up there, it blew up. That poor little black man down there was stuck like glue. I said, ooh, now the gruesomeness that 911 is giving us this season, y'all are doing it. 911 and 911 Lone Star, like when it comes to like OMG moments, they really know how to really give it and give us an OMG moment, because when his skin was sitting there stuck to that pipe, I was like, ooh, baby, that ain't it. That we got next. Let me see. Oh, yes, Tommy sat up there and tried to tell Tim. Y'all know Tim gone. He dead. Jesus, why? I said, damn. I said, they knocking folks off. I thought Tim was going to be there a couple episodes, but I guess they needed the dramatic effect. But yeah, y'all, I was going to wait later to talk about it. But when Tommy got on to Tim, you can't just bring up Tim's name and not talk about how he died by the end of the episode. I wasn't really moved like that. I mean, the way his death was, it was shocking. But they didn't really give his character that much build up for me to be like, oh my God, I really want him to stay. Is that bad? Anyway, she was getting on to Tim because Tim's up there promising somebody that he was going to get up there. What he said? He was like, oh, I promise we're going to save them or save your dad or something. First of all, if you watch any medical drama, you can't be telling folks I'm going to promise something. Have you not watched one episode of Grey's Anatomy? You can't be promising that. Meredith Grey taught us that back when I was 13. Period. You already know that. You can't be promising them folks, so you did need to get in trouble. But then he ended up DED. Moment of silence for Tim. All right, it's over with. All right, next, what we got? Grace? Honey, she a ride or die. Grace? Y'all need to, first of all, I need to see more of this 911 call center. Because on 911, we know everybody that's working at 911. We know Maddie. We know the little boy, her little best friend, the little gay best friend who sat up there and got robbed by them other folks because they thought he was vulnerable. We know the boss over there. We know so many characters over there at the 911 call center. But why we ain't introduced to now one other character other than Grace over here at 911 Lone Star? Y'all got 911 over here. Y'all got that call center looking like $1,000,000. But then we get over to 911 Lone Star and that call center look like a main office. No, God! Grace, honey, she was doing it because Grace is a resourceful woman. Okay, I would want Grace with me if it was the end of the world, because Grace gonna find some dirt, some water, and make it into mud, and next thing you know, we got shoes. Like literally, that's how Grace out here acting. They make sure Grace is very resourceful. Every call she got, she be like, "What's surrounding you? What you got?" And she will make something out of nothing. When she told that girl that was up in that little food truck, she was like, "Girl, get your dress. You sell dressing?" She was like, "Yeah, I sell dressing." She was like, "Put that dressing in there because the Wikipedia say the scorpions don't like that." And next thing you know, boom, scorpion's gone. In my whole mind, I was thinking this girl can't get out. I was thinking even with the scorpions on there, she still won't be able to get out because the lava was coming. But then next thing you know, we open the door and Carlos sitting right there like, "Hey." I'm like, wait, this whole time she could be free? I'm like, girl, you could have just stepped on a couple of them little, if you got on some shoes, you could have just stepped on a couple of them little scorpions. You would have been free out the door. We do get back at this frat party. This little frat party just pissed me off this whole time because all y'all was sitting there standing around looking stupid. If y'all see a volcano, why y'all ain't at the house? Y'all need to be booking it. Y'all need to be booking it up out the house, leaving as soon as y'all saw something. Y'all all standing around, and that's how all y'all end up getting hurt. The little volcano ashes out here hitting everybody. Back to, I forgot to talk about this in the beginning, but y'all remember in the very beginning of the episode when we started off at the little frat party and that boy who needed to be burnt alive got burnt alive, and that girl sat up there and tried to pull his arm and that skin came off like butter. I said, oh, that was a good old OMG moment right there, because I was like, oh, damn. Not the skin falling off. We go straight into, them mourning the loss of Tim. Everybody at the firehouse was shook because Tim was dead. I will give it to him. That scene was very just out of the blue. Like literally, I think Tim was walking or something or getting up from helping that boy, and next thing you know, that volcanic little piece just settled there and took him out, and it was a much bigger piece than that little piece that was on that little boy today. It took like everything just to get off of him. So I think he died like instantly. They at the house, the firehouse boo-hooing. I said, now that was a good little crossover right there. That was nice. Oh, speaking of crossover, we gonna get into a crossover. Tolos scene, it was very minimal because they was really tripping this episode. Y'all know we here for Tolos, so give us Tolos. But they were tripping this episode, and they gave us a little quick moment where they're still so sad about Tim. Yes, that's sad. Let's act. So yeah, he was very sad about Tim dying, even though I didn't really see him and Tim having that much of a relationship. But you're in the same firehouse, I guess it's sad. But they were sad about Tim dying, and then he came to Carlos' house and Carlos comforted him on the steps. I said, ooh, look at y'all looking so cute. I said, oh, that is so cute. And that was basically it that happened this episode. This episode was basically about, the whole volcanic situation. And then when we see the promo, let's get into the promo because we about to get into a crossover. And that also verifies our Buck theory for my people who watch 911, and Buck might be, for the other team. Alright, you guys, one quick thing. Before we end this video, let's go ahead and take a look at the 911 Lone Star crossover event promo. I said I might as well watch it with y'all since I did this video, so let's get into it. Oh, Maddie, look at my girl, pregnant, getting it. Oh, blind girl, what's wrong?
Critics are calling the new season of 911 gripping.
Yes.
High octane.
Yes.
And don't miss the highly anticipated Lone Star crossover event.
I think it's gonna be weird fighting fires with other.
Y'all, what I'm telling y'all, my Buck and Eddie, look at this. Look how they, first of all, in the past like 3 seasons, them two, the chemistry, especially with the young boy, the chemistry is there, y'all. It might be, or 911 might be sitting here playing tricks on us just to get us all excited, but it might be.
It'll be fun. I've never been to Texas.
All new 911, followed by 911 Lone Star, Monday on Fox. We are ready to roll. Fox Monday. It's the epic crossover event you've been waiting for.
Oh, so basically they're gonna be helping with this little volcano situation in Texas. That's a reach. Because I remember when they announced the crossover thing a couple days ago, I was like, how they gonna do this? Because this is LA and this is Texas. Like, How in the world y'all gonna come together? But we knew some way they was gonna make it happen, and I guess it's gonna be because of this volcano that's all over the place in Texas. I guess they need all fire stations from all over to help them, and then we gonna see Texas and LA. We gonna see. I'm only here. This crossover needs to be about Buck and Buck and Buck.
What you waiting for, Hollywood? Get your bag and roll out.
Right, you ain't ready for 911 Lone Star. I already told y'all 911 Lone Star is my favorite. 911 ain't prepared for the attitudes of 911 Lone Star, because my folks over there at Lone Star, we don't play no games. We have attitudes. We have very different personalities. Over there in LA, everybody nice. They all got along from out the gate. They real cool. Lone Star, it's like a fraternity house. Like, you gotta pay your dues before you get some respect. Let me know what else y'all thought about the episode. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought about the episode so we can get back and talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video with me. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. What you waiting for? Like, oh, I got real hood. I'm sorry. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Also going to hit that like button, and don't be afraid to follow me on all my social medias at Victor A Dawson, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye guys.